Okay, so good morning, class. Good morning. So I hope that your morning is good. So our topic today is all about accounting equation. But before we start, so let's have a short prayer. Amen. Okay, so I'll check first your attendance. So as I can see in this virtual meeting, so we have Mr. Parakeles, Miss Balansag, Miss Paran, Mr. Cabonilas, and Miss Okaba. Okay, so we'll start our session. Okay, so before we go to our topic, so we already have this topic. It's all about accounting concepts. So, Mr. Parakeles, can you share your learnings about accounting concept?
Sure, sir. So, everyone, I have learned from the previous topic that accounting concept plays an important role in accounting operation of a business. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much, Mr. Parakeles. Okay, so it's all about accounting concept in that previous topic. So these are the learning objectives for our topic. So, Miss Paran, can you read the first learning objective?
Illustrate the accounting equation.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Miss Balansag, can you read the second learning objective?
Perform operations involving sample cases with the use of accounting equation.
Okay, thank you so much. And lastly, we have the third learning objective. So, Miss Okaba, can you read the third learning objective?
Display teamwork and tenacity in accomplishing real-life accounting scenarios.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so before we go to the main part of our discussion, so let's have this short activity. So this is called Tell Me What You Got. So in this activity, so each one of you will list all the personal belongings that you have and how you acquire that personal belonging. It's either through cash or credit card. Okay, so just list down all the personal belongings that you have and try to identify on how you acquire that personal belonging. Okay, so we'll give you 10 minutes to do that. Okay, so timer starts now. Okay, so that's okay. Thank you. Okay, so let's have a presentation of your outputs. Okay, so that's all. So thank you for presenting your outputs. Okay, so first is what is accounting equation? Okay, so we have the different definitions given by these entities. So we have the first definition. So Mr. Cabonilas, can you read the first definition?
The accounting equation is a basic principle of accounting and a fundamental element of the budget, according to Corporate Finance Institute.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Cabonilla. So accounting equation is a basic principle and a fundamental element of a balance sheet. So next definition, can you read Mr. Parakeles?
The accounting equation is considered to be the foundation of a double entry accounting system,
Okay, thank you.
according to Encyclopedia
Okay,
2020.
okay, thank you so much, Mr. Parakeles. So this is the basic accounting equation, diba? It comprises with the assets, liabilities, and stockholders' equity. So asset, so based on the definition, it is the economic resources owned by a business. And we have also the liabilities that is more on the financial obligations. And we have the stockholders, it's more on the claims or the owner claims of the business. So we will just follow this basic accounting equation. Okay, so these are the elements or these are the examples of each element. We have the asset, liability, and owner's equity or shareholders equity. So this is example just to name a few lang for this type of element. And also, we have the sample illustration. Okay, so the total assets. So we need to get the total assets. So based on the problem, so the total assets is 895,000, and we have also the total liabilities of 175,000, and also the total owner's equity, which is 720,000. Okay, so we have another illustration that will help us to understand more on what is accounting equation. Okay, so we have a transaction in July 2, we have also in July 3, we have also in July 4, and in July 6. Okay, so in order for us to practice the learning that we know, okay, so we will have this practice exercise. Okay, so Miss Okaba, can you read the concept check, please?
For each transaction, tell whether the assets, liabilities, and owner's equity increases, decreases, or no effect.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Okaba. So we will have this practice exercise, and uh, I will give you I will give you 5 minutes to answer this practice exercise. So this is an individual activity. Okay, so I'll give you 5 minutes. So timer starts now. Okay, so thank you for answering, and please send your answer to our group chat so that I can check your answers. Okay, then after that activity or the practice exercise, we will have this quiz, which is the problem solving. Okay, so I have 5 problems, separate problems that we need to solve. But before we solve this problem, so let's have the instruction first. Okay, so using the concept of accounting equation, compute the missing figures from the following problems. Okay, so there are 5 problems. I will give to you, and please send your. But before you answer this, we will have a groupings. So Miss Paran and Miss Okaba, there will be the group one, and Mr. Parakiles, Mr. Cabonilas, and Miss Balansag will be the group two. Okay, so we'll give 10 minutes. Sorry, I will give 10 minutes. Correct. I will give 10 minutes to comply that quiz, and let's check that later. Okay, so please go. Please communicate to your group mates and try and start answering. Okay, so we'll give 10 minutes and timer starts now. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, and please send your answers to our group chat so that we can present your outputs in the next session. Okay, so please send your answers to our group chat. Okay, so before we end this meeting, so we'll leave this assignment to you. Okay, so it's all about formulating real life situations. So please read Mr. Parakeles for the instruction.
Write at least 5 business transactions in a business that involves assets, liabilities, and owner's equity.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, and to add on, okay, it will be done by groups. Okay, so you have naman the grouping. So let's use that groupings put for this assignment. Okay, so do you have any questions, guys, before we end this session? Anyone? Do you have any questions
So
before we end this?
I have a
Okay, Mr.
question, sir.
Parakeles. Yes, Mr. Parakeles. Parakeles.
Is, is the company car, sir, an example of an asset?
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so a company car is considered an asset is because that car or that asset would help the company to generate money. So therefore, that company car is an asset to a business. Okay, so did I answer your question, Mr. Parakeles?
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
okay, thank you so much. Okay, so another questions? Okay, so if okay, so we are done. Okay, so before we end this meeting, so let's have a closing prayer. Amen. Okay, so thank you so much and God bless everyone.